Welcome to Let Your Fingers Do the Walking. Hey guys, it's great to see you all again. And in this episode, we're going to further discuss the topic on stress, anxiety, and brain power, and how to overcome this stress and anxiety that we are facing in whatever circumstances. Why are we facing all this stress and anxiety? Is because of pressure. Pressure from our bosses, pressure from our work, pressure from our loved ones, pressure from our spouse, pressure from exams. Most importantly is pressure from ourselves. Because we are often unable to handle the expectations put on us by our work, our family, our exams, and after a period of time, we just give way. And there comes in the stress and the anxiety caused by this pressure that we put on ourselves. So how do we overcome this? This is a very simple hand and finger exercise that we can do every time we are feeling pressure, stressful, or anxious. Some of us are already practicing this exercise unknowingly. Okay, let's have a scenario. For example, if we are going to give a speech on stage in front of 100 people, and we get these butterflies in our stomach, and we get this stage fright, and we suddenly have cold sweat, and what am I going to say to everyone? What if I forget what I want to say? So if you have watched some of the greatest speakers, they do this before they go on stage. Or sometimes, even while giving their presentations, they have their hands clasped like this. What does this mean and what does this do? Okay, when we grasp our hands together like this, tightly. Okay, number one, we are actually activating this meridian here in the center of our palm. This is the energy source to our brain. This will get the blood and oxygen flowing to our brain, which is an important part for memory, action, thoughts, expressions, expectations. It all goes on here. Okay. Number two, as we grasp our fists together, we are pressing on this area. Okay. This is the meridians to our stomach. So if you're experiencing those butterflies in your stomach, while doing this, you can actually get rid of those butterflies. Okay. And number three, on the tips of our fingers are the meridians to our eyes as well as to our respiratory tract. So as we grasp our hands together, we are actually activating these meridians to clear our eyes, to clear our respiratory tract, so that we can breathe better. And when we breathe better, we take in more and enough oxygen to send it to our brains. So this is a cycle that we are doing just by doing this hand exercise. So how do we do this exercise? If you are feeling anxious, pressured, or stressed, what you can do is you can hold your hands together tightly, count to 30, count to 100. Okay, then we change it over, and we do this for about 5 minutes. Okay, let me show you again. Put your hands together, grasp it tight, count to about 30, and then switch, count to about 30, and then switch. Do this exercise for about 5 minutes, and you find yourself breathing better, the butterflies in the stomach is gone, your mind block is gone, you'll find that you will be able to think better. You get your ideas flowing to you again because your blood circulation is going. You are feeling all pumped up to do what you want to do, and that fear in here and here is gone. So this exercise, other than getting rid of our pressure, stress, and anxiety, remember I told you about this meridian here, which is the energy source to our brain. This exercise will also promote brain function, mental activities, and by practicing this exercise for a long-term period of time can prevent old age mental diseases such as dementia, Alzheimer, and so on. So this exercise is good for the young as well as for the seniors. How can we make use of this exercise to improve our life, to work more efficiently, and to produce better results in whatever we do? Most people who have anxiety rushes get this anxious feeling when they are doing something that they are not confident of, and this anxiety bouts comes in every 10-minute to 15-minute blocks. So when we cannot handle this anxiety bouts, our mind is blank, our heart is racing, we have no idea how to overcome this, and if we let this pursue on for a long period of time, we will develop stress. The more stressed we are, the less productive we are. So this is one way whereby we can start to curb this anxiety bouts in order to get it out of our system totally. First, we do this exercise, okay, for 5 minutes. When we find that we are breathing better, thinking better, this is when we start to write down our thoughts. Write down anything that comes into your mind. Put it down on paper. Don't leave it in your mind, because that will only stress your brain, cause your brain to unnecessarily need to remember things that you may or may not need. So write down whatever comes into your mind for the next 10 minutes. When you get this anxiety rush again, do this exercise for 5 minutes, and when your brain is clear, write down whatever is coming in. Do it as often as you need to. Do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. Write at least 2 or 3 times. Then tomorrow or later in the day, you can come back to what you have written, and you will find that there are things, ideas, treasures in there that you have written down. Then you can prioritize when to do it. You'll find that, hey, I can accomplish this in 5 minutes. This is not difficult to accomplish. Alright, this one I can spend a day on it and I'll be done with it. And then there are those that will, this will need a little bit more time. So what you can do from all the ideas and treasures that you have written after you have done those exercises, when your brain is all charged up and recharged and energized to create that better life in you, you can prioritize them in order of from easiest to accomplish to more difficult to accomplish to very difficult to accomplish, and you start to accomplish those that you find are easiest to accomplish first. As you strike off the things that you can accomplish, as you see that you have accomplished more and more things accumulated, your confidence grows, those anxiety rushes, stress bouts will be affecting you less as you go along. In no time, you will be that confident, great and beautiful you that you want to be. Last week, I've got quite a number of questions coming in asking about stress, depression, anxiety, how to handle, how to overcome, how to improve memory, how to clear my mind block. Wow. Out of all, I have picked one to feature in this episode. And this one is from Imran from Pakistan. So Imran says, "Hi Richboy, I'm in depression because I have some issues in my life. It makes me give up on goals and dreams. I can't control my anxiety. How can I relax my mind?" Well, Imran, it seems like you are going through quite a lot in your life right now, and the pressure that you get from your environment is causing you to be depressed. Maybe because the expectations from your environment is too high, that you find that you cannot cope with it and there's no one that you can talk to. So what you can do is, number one, you got to write down those issues that you have in life, those difficulties that you are facing, those problems that you are facing, those pressures that you are facing. Write them down to get it out of your mind. Write them down and put it at the bottom of all your other things. Put it there first, store it there for the time being. Clear your mind of all your problems and issues that you have in your life. Those things that you have no solution to, write them down and keep it aside just for a little while. Number two will be to write your goals and your dreams on another piece of paper. When you do this, you are actually creating an invisible agreement between you and your goals and dreams. When you have an agreement with your goals and dreams, it is very difficult to break that agreement. So it makes it more difficult for you to lose hope in achieving those goals and dreams. Now put this piece of paper where you have just written your goals and dreams right on top of everything. Okay, number three will be to indulge in a hobby, something that you really love to do, something that makes you happy. And do this 15 minutes a day. Take out 15 minutes of your time every day to do this one little thing that will make you happy. And number four, you can start to do this exercise that I have just taught in this video to calm your nerves, to clear your mind, to get the energy, to get the blood and oxygen flowing to your brains, to clear your eyes, to clear your respiratory tract. And when you are that energized and motivated, write down those solutions that come to your mind, how you can solve those issues that you are facing. Don't think too much, just write it down. Just write. When you come to a stop, you think that you find it harder to write anything, just go back and do the exercise again, and then keep writing. In no time, you will find that out of everything that you have written while you are doing this exercise, there will be at least 4 or 5 solutions that you can find to those issues that you are facing. So Imran, I hope that you get very well soon. I hope that you start becoming a more positive and happy person and have a great life. So guys, keep those questions coming in. I will reply you, and if there's a particular question that you want replied fast and urgent, please leave a comment below. I will reply you, and out of all these questions, I will pick 1 or 2 to feature in the next episode. Till then, I wish all of you a great life. I wish all of you are happy and positive in your life. So if this exercise has been helping you so far, please remember to subscribe to our channel because we have more videos coming every week. We've got new tricks, new secrets, new exercises to help you transform your life. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Till then, have a great life.